Nou, voorrang verlenen is er ook niet meer bij. Good afternoon, Dutch bike blogger here. And again, a ride from home to work. Nothing very new. And I have 55 minutes to get from here to work. Little correction, 50 minutes. I have to start at 2 today. Dry day. Would have liked it a little bit warmer. A strange vehicle. A little bit of reckless driving from the motorbike. I saw him approaching the car and I really thought, well, he's going to hit it some way, but they went both the same way, so still not something I would do. Well, I'm on the Noordzeebrug again. Starkenborgkanaal to my right. And there's a big sign. Let's see what's on there. That's a sign with directions. And I think that is meant for the road on the left side. Giving people directions where to go. Well, it will be somewhat a longer ride because I have the time, and the weather forecast is okay that it's going to stay dry, unless I'm wrong. Yesterday was a rainy day. Rain when I got to work, wore my rain suit, and when I went back I did place the camera in the slimline case just as I did today, and then I had to switch to the waterproof case. And again, as always, the waterproof case fogged up just because the camera was a little wet, and when the camera gets drops on it, you have a problem. Well, that's that topic for today. how to carry things on your bike. I addressed it earlier, but I will address it again then. And for the new viewers, new topic, new problem. Well, of course you all know I'm riding my trusty bicycles, plural. I do have 3 of them, and this is the bike I use the most. First of all, this is what I use every day because this bike has fenders on it. And with all the rain, the mud and bad weather, you have to have fenders, otherwise your back will look like, well, dirty, let's say. Also my bike has a load carrying platform on the back. Don't know how it's called in English. In Dutch we call it a Bagagedrager, and in the Groningen we call it Pakjedrager. Hey, a horsey with a rider on it. Well, I normally carry my backpack on my back, so that's one way to carry stuff. I have different backpacks. This is the usual backpack I take to work. I do have another backpack, which is more for heavier things, like carrying a laptop and stuff. When I go grocery shopping, I have the option to take a smaller bag, hang it on the handlebars, or when I have heavy stuff in it, I will place it on the back side of my bike, on the carrying device, let's call it again. And then with one hand, right hand, I will grab hold of the handle, and with the left hand I will be steering. Sometimes I have another bag on the steering wheel with also groceries in it. Also when I are getting my sodas, I usually tend to buy them in bulk. Then I take a bigger bag with me, and I will put 12 1.5 liter bottles in there. They are sealed 6 by 6, so they stay together, stable platform. And also I put it on the back of my bike, and again reach back with my right hand to carry it, to let it be stable. Also, of course, I could hang bags of the load carrying thing behind my rear wheel. It's also a good thing. Problem is they have to be attached at your bike, on your bike, with lashes or something else. It's not easy to take them off and put them on again. So that's not what I'm using. Problem there is in daily life I am a little wider with the bags on the left and the right side of my back wheel, and then it's quite impossible sometimes to park your bike, because there are bikes beside you normally in a frame where you can put them in. So that's why I don't have them. Also, of course, I could retrofit my bike with a carrying platform on the front of my bike, on the steering wheel above the rear, front wheel. Also, then I'm able to carry things. Also, not that very handy, because then you have a lot of load that you are carrying on the steering, which makes the steering heavier and possibly unsafe. well, a ship in a canal. Can outrun that to the bridge, I hope. But there's a possibility I have to stop for the bridge in the distance. So that's the way to carry things. Handlebars is a good option when it's for a short distance. Also, you can have a trailer or cart behind your bike. You attach the coupling just below the saddle and it will ride behind you. In Holland we use them mostly for carrying our kids. As you see them, colorful wagons on wheels. So that's what's done. Also there are of course different ways to transport things, because mainly before, like a long item like a broom handle or something, you can attach it to the frame in the lengthwise. Attach them with some rope or something, or tape. Only thing you have to be careful about, doesn't stick out of the back of your bike and not out of the front. Effectively with the broom handle you take in the spear, only no point. But when you hit somebody it will hurt big time, so you have to be careful. You don't transport stuff on your bike or your moped like the last guy did. His moped with a big wooden sheet on the back of his moped on a cart, on a trailer or something, which stuck out well on both sides. The part I said I would like to have my ankles, please. So also you can tie things to your bike, your backpack. You can even have a hip pocket or baggie in front of your stomach. Not the hippest option, but it works. In summertime you see people carrying their surfing boards with also, well, some bicycle wheels on the frame, and that's resting the surfing board on it, and they're carrying it that way. Also a nice option to do. Well, we have a lot of time. Let's go straight. Yeah, good thinking. Take in consideration the time, because I do not have all the time in the world, of course. I have to be at a certain point, But just let's dive in the deep and let's see. Not taking the road ahead, but this road takes me back a lot. Well, didn't see the leash, but it was on the leash, the dog, so, and it is a nice looking dog. Looks like a Labradoodle or something. A poodle and a Labrador. Well, I have to keep an eye on the clock. Don't want to be late just because Dutch bike blogger wanted a fun ride. Not necessary. Actually been here before, only not before work time, but only after, a few months ago I think. It was nice sunny weather, wearing a t-shirt, actually a sleeveless shirt and a shorts. That was the day. I welcome the summer again, or spring or something. I don't like winter and autumn. I do like spring and summer. Although summer can be warm sometimes, too warm. But I have to say this summer was quite okay. Not gruesomely warm. Well, I'm actually the only one driving here. That's great. Nothing behind me, nothing in front of me. Still have 20 minutes to get to work. I would like to be arrived there somewhat early to change my clothes, at least change my shirt, because the backpack is creating a sweaty spot on the whole of my back. This of course will be a longer video. Sure hope I don't get a flat, because then I'm in big doo-doo. And a flat can always happen. Can't do anything about it. Well, I can do something about it, not repair it. Can start not driving through stuff like nails, glass, gravel, other stuff. Ah, another biker. Really packed into clothes. Something is in his mouth. Something. I saw him looking at me. Probably thought, well, that guy is dressed light. Yes, I am, only a polo shirt. It's nothing very much. But actually, it's not a problem. Think about 11 or 12 degrees or so Celsius. Or Fahrenheit, I would be freezing. What's the time? It's half. So a little less than 20 minutes to get from A to B. A being home, B being work. B being work, being work. The bike blogger. Well, Dutch bike blogger it is. We arrived at Wierum. And we exited Wierum. Wierum is not that big. You can see the difference when it's colder. Not everybody is riding their bike, especially not here for fun. And when it's warmer weather, like last time I was here, it was way busier. More people were riding their bikes. Nice sunny day last time I was here. And of course people get out. Weer een beschouw. Yeah. Oh, there's another one on the bike. I have to overtake that man. At least that I'm going to try. Willing to let me. Doesn't know I'm here. Not the fastest guy in the world, but at least he went over when I rang my bell. Thank you. Oh, some other people, pedestrians or something, or a bike, not sure. Looks like a little dog with them. Hope they keep the dog with them. Yeah. Just nodding and saying hello to strangers. Doesn't cost anything. Sometimes I have my days that I can be friendly, and other days, well, I should have stayed home. What's the time? What's your time, bike blogger? Dutch bike blogger, I mean. I'm from Holland. Other two pedestrians in front of me, I guess. And you're riding a little bit in the wind. Hi. I do not have no good condition. My health is okay, but these long runs are running me out of breath. Well, that's quite a contraption they are on traveling with. Yeah. Well, they moved over. That's nice. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Well, go to make a right, of course. Hopefully the ship has passed or will be way behind. Yes, that can be a bit of a bottleneck. That the ship has to go under the bridge, and the bridge will open, and they will have to wait a bit. What does it tell us? Hefbrug Dorpwer, doorvaarthoogte 4,5 meter in gesloten stand. The sign tells us that there's a bridge, that you can go underneath it when you're not taller than 4.5 meters when it's closed. Has been in the past, in the few times that ships went well, against bridges. The whole steering house was demolished. Complete bridge was demolished. So you have to be careful. And it is a somewhat newer bridge. Well, go take it through here. A little bit of wind on the head, a headwind. And I do have some time left. But I'm not there yet. Some people will argue, why don't you take the shortest route to work? Well, it's fun to ride your bike. Gives me a workout. And as you can hear by my heavy breathing, I need a workout. Well, also a bike rider, as you saw, he had some pouches in front of his steering wheel, handlebars, probably for fixing his bike tires. Well, that's a funny car. That's the Romemobile, as you call it, allowed 45 kilometers an hour. A double exhaust pipe in chrome. It looks faster than it is. But it's a nice, fun thing to ride. At least you get from A to B very dry. And you don't need very much parking space for a small car. What's the time? Well, I had to do a bit of guesswork for this ride because I didn't know how long it's going to be. The route I chose was approximately the time I have for it. It would be nice if I would be on time at the office at work. By the way, I do have a desk job, not a physical job, in the sense I have to walk or run a lot or have lift very much. I tend to sit down a lot, work with a computer, or at a computer. A speed hump thingy. And it looks like we're gonna get some rain, which was not expected and not forecasted. Well, back to topic. What can you carry on your bike? Depends on your imaginations, mostly. Last I was driving, I saw somebody with a backpack, some boxes or bags on the rear carrying case, also two of them besides the front wheel on the front fork and on the steering wheel, and they were probably on holiday or doing a cycle vacation or something. Just a little fly. Well, the more stuff you hang on your bike, the less you have to carry on your body. Running someone towards me, nothing behind me, so I can move over a little. running on the correct side so he can see what's coming. Going straight ahead. Where else would I be going? And I do have a slight feeling that it's not going to be dry very long. But maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Of course, we carry also our children on our bikes. I don't have any children, but it is possible to carry them in the back, on the back seat, or in front of you, the steering wheel. Other options. And of course also you can carry your dog. When you have a smaller dog that is able to sit still, you can carry the dog in a basket from the front of you or the steering wheel or in the back. That depends on what you want, what you like. Have to wait for a bit. Some cars coming. Oh, you have to go here. So, other one walking on the bike lane with a doggy. Het helpt natuurlijk niet echt. It doesn't really help. A leash of 4 meters, when the dogs decide to step in front of my bike, man, there's no control. You should have shortened the leash. But it went well, it went okay. Shouldn't complain about that too much. What's the time? Well, I'm really on time. Nothing to spare. At least I have to change my clothes. Do my hair just a little bit. And of course I have to pack my camera away, because it's not good to walk in your office with a camera on. You ask questions. Of course I don't film inside. I even don't film on the property. Actually, I try to avoid that. Well, thank you for riding with me. I see you tonight in an evening ride when it's dark outside. Thank you very much again and have a very nice day.